Hey everybody, I just decided to go live because this cop got stupid and wouldn't just simply answer a question if his body cam was on. So we're going to look at Denver's use of resources here right now. They've been here going on a couple hours, and this has been the extent of what they've accomplished today. So the world needs to see it. These four guys here, not in uniform, are from Denver's street enforcement team. They come out here to tell the homeless that they're going to tell the cops that what they're doing is against the law. That's their job. And then the cops come up and back them up, right? Excellent use of resources. We don't have any outreach workers here. And what is going on is there's a cleanup going on private property. And they're getting this a whole palette of services. I know you think it's funny, dude. You really should stop smirking at me, dude. It ain't funny, okay? You're gonna make an ass of yourself on camera. His name's A. Brown, right there with the black beanie on. You better learn. You better learn. A. Brown from the street enforcement team. These are our people. You understand that? And you're here to use force on them. And we know you think it's funny, and it's not. So all they're doing is here intimidating these people. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The trash definitely needs addressed, but that's not what this is about. This is about providing taxpayer-supported services for a private business and harass the homeless. That's what this whole mission is today. And this guy here, this taller guy talking to the cops, he must be the supervisor here today. And he told me that if I wanted any more information about what they were doing, that we should contact Denver's Department of Public Safety, PIO. So I'm very familiar with how the Department of Public Safety works. So if anyone wants information on what's going on out here today in Denver, Colorado, in DPD District 3 at about 4th and Calumet, we're being advised to reach out to the PIO of the Denver Department of Public Safety. These four guys right here are from the street enforcement team. They have no police powers. They took this job so they could come out here and bully and intimidate people. They offer no resources. Dude, you side-eyeing me? It doesn't scare me. You're making an ass of yourself. Just keep doing it. This A. Brown in the black beanie. This is how you guys get on camera. When I come up here and I ask you peaceful questions just to get some information on what's going on and you get stupid, you go on camera. There's Anastasia Moore. From the other day, we saw her helping steal a camper. Remember Anastasia? She's going to heaven. So they're stationed here on private property. This has been like a standoff to see who's going to, make contact. I am across that field over there. Okay? There's no doubt we need to address some sanitation here, but that's not what we're doing. We're here to provide private security for private property. Taxpayer-supported resources. And by the way, this building is a standby labor place. Some of our unhoused were set up behind here, presumably because they want to access day jobs as they can. And they're the first ones to go, of course, by the threat of force. And just so you can see, Slabby, say hi, girl. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, say hi. Say hi. What's my dog's name? We're going to use some negotiating peacekeeping skills. Her name is Slabby. Have you heard of Slab City, California? The Slabs? Yep, Slabby. She's a very sweet dog. She belonged to a man that lived out here on the streets, and he died back in October. She came from Slab City, California. Slab City is non-enforced government land where the homeless go to live and be safe and free from government enforcement. So she came here. Her owner thought he was giving her a better life, but didn't quite pan out that way. So now we got some outreach coming out. These are not city services. So one of the in-house friends here asked this Strickland, I think is his name, if his body cam was on. He wouldn't answer the question. So I went live. And then his body cam started clicking. Beep, 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 beep. This is how we're addressing homelessness. By the way, it's probably 70 degrees or warmer. But our weather is going to take a wicked turn tonight. These are classic Colorado spring storms. No clue why everybody continues to stay here. I don't know what the reason is for this level of enforcement. Nobody's needed any enforcement. I don't know what we're doing here. We're providing a 6-person security force here. You have a trespass agreement for this lot? More. I'm asking you a question. You got a trespass agreement for this lot? Do you? What are you doing with it today? Off of this lot? So you're going to use force today? Is that the deal? Well, how are you going to get these people off this lot? Okay. Yeah, they miss the good old days when they could crack skulls with no cameras around. Yeah, thank goodness those days are over. I mean, it's not necessarily stopping them from doing it, but it's slowing it down. Yep. That's right, your tax dollars at work to solve homelessness. We have a director, a new director. Well, he's not necessarily new, but his name is Armando Saldalte. And they really couldn't find another sucker to take the job. So they put this guy in the position. with all his grandiose ideas. He's from Arizona. And, it's about force. So he brings his ideals here that, let's just keep creating teams and teams and teams of force. They call this the street enforcement team here. And I guess they just, go out and hunt down the encampments and then go tell the cops, come use force over here. How's it going, Shane?
I guess they're giving, what's his name, 24 hours or something like that. You're giving him 24 hours? Is that what it is? Okay. So,
Well, she says she's forcing everybody off this lot today, too, and that everyone's leaving on their own accord on this lot. Is that...
you dumbasses need to learn your policies and procedures.
So...
No matter where the fuck you go, all these people are gonna call me and I'm gonna be up your fucking ass. Making sure you do your job right, whatever the fuck your job is.
So where's the trash truck? Are we addressing trash today, or? So these private guys with trailers and trucks are picking up this lot? Okay, well, at this rate, we're going to be here till like 2 o'clock in the morning. So who gets to make the decision to kick the people off of the property with no outreach? When? You're not allowed to look intense, she just said. That's good. I'm glad to hear this. But on the day that you're going to use force, isn't this the day you would have the resources here? Well, you're going to use force if they don't get off of this lot. Okay, so you're not going to make these people leave this lot. And if they don't leave, Officer Moore, what are you going to do? She'll potentially write a citation. Why are you turning this on me? What does this have to do with me? I have people on my private property all the time. So stop with your condescending shit. Yes, you are. Don't gaslight and try to pull me into your bullshit. Don't pull me into your bullshit about how I wouldn't want people on my private property. Why do you gotta go with the condescending bitch shit? No. You hate it when you get it back. Stop saying stupid shit. Stop saying stupid shit, Anastasia. So she says she's going to write them a citation if they don't get off of this private property. Yeah, because there's a camera here. If there wasn't a camera here, they'd be using force. It would be under the threat of arrest. Oh, I'm making assumptions based on facts that have happened.
I have not had to use any force on anybody who I've encountered. I've spoken to them with respect and cordial.
She hasn't had to use force on anybody she's encountered. Oh my God, the facts are on camera. You guys use force under the threat of arrest.
I am not a guy, first of all.
No, you are not a guy. You are a girl. And you should act like a girl and have some more compassion than the guys. No, you don't. You absolutely do not. And you never answered my question about why it was okay to take Shannon's camper from her while she was at work with her cat in it. What the fuck did you do that for?
I posted the way I was supposed to. I was given ample time to move within
You didn't post it. Anderson did.
Yes, I did.
Anderson did.
Anderson posted it, I posted it as well. We all posted it before.
And it moved.
Apple? No,
And it moved. And you took it anyway.
no. I can't take a camera, I didn't post properly.
Holy shit. Really? You're going to say that that's what you did, huh?
Yep,
Okay.
because that's the truth, Regan.
Right.
Sorry you don't like it.
Sorry, I don't like it. I hate when cops lie. I can't fucking stand it. I can't fucking stand it. You are just a condescending fucking bitch, is what you are. You little happy camper condescending bitch. Antagonize. She says I'm antagonizing her. Look at her. Look at her. I am doing me, Anastasia. Keep talking. Keep talking. Here we go. Stand around for a few more hours while we provide this private property owner with the taxpayer-supported resources to provide security for absolutely no reason. I mean, we just heard Anastasia. Everything's been great here. What the fuck do we need the cops here for? Everybody's fine and cooperative, so why don't y'all just fucking leave? There's an idea. Clock out. Go home. There's nothing else to do. Taxpayers don't need you out here. They're leaving. Are you leaving now? Mm-hmm. And they got the jail transport car here just in case, y'all. So he's going to give her a ride back over to her car over there. She wanted to stand over here and, you know, have this little standoff as I was over there watching them. Huddle. Break. Bye-bye. They don't want to be caught on camera using force or threatening the use of force. You saying hi, Slabby? You saying hi? Tell everybody hi. Tell everybody hi. One of those team members side-eyeing me like he was, giggling, laughing. Dude, you just secured yourself a live stream. The cop not answering the simple question of whether or not he had his body cam on. You secured a live stream. Look, I'm not making any excuses for the trash. We need to address sanitation for the reason of human decency, okay? We got issues. But displacement of people by use of force does not work. And this city has hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars for resources. And us advocates busting our ass out here to try to get these people connected, we're sick of Denver's shit. So if you don't have anything to offer, get the fuck out and stay out.
I hope y'all sleep well tonight.
All right, let's go reconvene in the car for just a moment while these nice folks are here doing some outreach.
Do you have a Quran? No, I don't. I'll give you one.
Slabby just had a little socializing session with this cute little boy with no eye. He's just a sweetheart. So we're gonna get in the car here. Huh, Slabby, let's hang out in here for just a minute. Okay. You guys, it's warm. Clouds are moving in though. It's gonna start coming down at about midnight. We were in the high 60s yesterday. It's 70 or warmer now. And we're gonna displace people. So this whole idea that Anastasia Moore is telling me she's been out here trying to connect people with resources. I don't care if you haven't been able to connect with them. I don't care if they told you no. I don't care. I don't care. The day you are going to displace people and do this to people, you better have somewhere and some resources for these people. They've got nowhere to go. Bottom line. Slabby sees people. So this was nice. Somebody activated some private charity to come out here. They gave them food and water. Yeah, Cliff, they won't come back today. But yeah, they'll be back. Slabby wants to get out and play with that pup. Don't you, Slabby girl? So, what I think, okay, just want to make sure everything's kosher. Got a young pregnant girl out here.
So,
there's a big philosophical, long conversation to be had here, and I can't have it right now. Because just the displacement and the tactics and the lies and the bullshit, it is just infuriating. And this is why you need to see it on camera. The optics created on the trash situation, it's intentional, okay? Where there's humans, there are sanitation needs. Unless you're homeless. Then there are no sanitation needs, because if we met those sanitation needs, the optics wouldn't appear so horrendously horrific to gain people supporting government, taxpayer-supported solutions, right? We can't fix these things. Then the money would end. The free-flowing spigot would end. Easy going inside, Slabby. Our friend's going inside. How is everybody? Sorry, I haven't been reading much of chat. I read a little bit. DJ, you know, taxpayers are already paying for, I mean, Denver is their own city and county. You are forced to pay property taxes, which has changed. You're going to pay additional fees for trash pickup here, right? I mean, you don't even have a choice in trash collection in Denver. So once again, let's talk about government having a monopoly on a service. What are the results? There you go. It's just almost like I get tired of saying it, so I just kind of stop saying it and I just shut down in frustration. It's just the same thing over and over and over, and the same disheartening displacement and use of force, and mine can only take so much of it, truly. News Now Ninja in the house. Oh yeah? Thank you very much for getting some awareness around what we got going on over there in Sheridan. And make no mistake, you guys, what has taken me into Sheridan numerous times is the inability to get at least 2 of my people right now to be able to close their cases over in Sheridan. And it's because of that stupid judge, okay? There's bad shit going on over there. And for so long, I kept hearing from my homeless community over the past 2-3 years, I ain't going to Sheridan. Screw that. I'll leave the state. I'll take a chance on going to jail. They're going to let me out. I'm not going to go in front of that judge because all he does is threaten jail. I've got this $700 fine. I can never pay that. I told him I couldn't pay that. So he told me he'd add on 30 more days for jail. I mean, this is what Sheridan's judge has been doing. And if you'll recall, I went in there for the first time back on February 9th, just to observe his courtroom. And what do you know? He was threatening me with jail because the guy stopped his proceedings, saw me sitting in there, asked me what I was doing in there, and asked me if I had any questions. So I did. I asked him a question on what his authority was on a specific order that he had written in 2005. He didn't have the authority. He probably didn't even know if he had the authority. He probably didn't even know what the hell an order was. The guy is almost 90 years old, and I'm sorry, but Sheridan, they're keeping him there because he's probably collecting a lot of revenue. You hear her? She wants me talking to her when I talk. Long story short, they don't give a shit about the homeless over there. And that judge, he wants them in jail. And that's his goal, right? So there's all these issues going on in Sheridan. DMA's issue started with a photo radar, trying to understand that process. They got stupid over that. They have so much to hide that come full circle like a year and a half later, lo and behold, they're shutting down public comment. They're making these bullshit administrative orders. Sheridan is a very, very bad place. And I'm glad there's awareness around it. However, now, of course, they're creating pocket warrants on, Sweet Tea, DMA. They're just adding they're just throwing shit to the wall just to see what sticks. Doesn't matter if it's legit, if it really happened, if they're just testing the waters. Cops get away with this. They get to do it, and they get to bury people and destroy them. And they usually do it financially. So look, we're going to have some serious conversations about how long we're going to continue to allow Sheridan to financially devastate a movement and a movement to exercise your constitutionally protected activity. So we've seen these cases all throughout the country. This is a Leon Valley 2.0 in the making. So look how that turned out. $500,000 settlement. People losing their jobs. So, and that's in Texas, right? I mean, So anyway, News Now Ninja, thank you very much, is where I was going with all that. DJ Plashern is going to have a lot of outsiders looking into their operations. Yeah, and so for those of you that know already, you know, I read Jeffrey Martinez's victim impact statement, the chief of police in Sheridan. I read that on my live stream while we were at the jail, but I had to take that live stream down. I guess I made a mistake and showed too much information that is public anyway, but that's fine. So that stream has been taken down. I'm going to reread that statement probably in its own video. I'll go ahead and publish that. So essentially what's going on is Jeffrey Martinez, the 25-year veteran cop over in Denver, the Denver fuck-up, it's funny when she starts piping in on things. Do you have something to say? Would you like to keep talking, or may I talk now? May I talk now? Thank you, miss. Manners. We talk manners when she's doing something naughty. We're on a walk or whatever, and manners, and she'll turn around and look at me. She knows the word now. So anyway, what Jeffrey Martinez, he is accusing me of very serious criminal activity. You want me to quit talking? Is that what's going on? Come here. Come in my lap. Come here. Come here. And it's very inflammatory stuff. And he's got no evidence of it because it never happened. He's accusing me of going to cops' homes and harassing them, saying that Denver Metro Audit and Regan Benson's tactics are to go to police officers' homes and harass them. Yeah, this fucker put this stuff in writing into a court document. And I'm taking that pretty damn serious. So, of course, you know, why not target the people that he might be able to shut down? You ain't shutting me down, fucker. And I'm not afraid of jail. So, as we talked about, he undoubtedly is trying to get the Arapahoe County District Attorney's Office on board with some massive charge on me. I wouldn't think that were the case, except that February 9th court hearing, they don't want to give me the transcripts. They're treating it as a Criminal Justice Record Act, and it is part of a criminal investigation that the Sheridan Police Department is doing. Nobody's ever heard of anything like this. And I've talked to a lot of attorneys, a lot of people that specialize in the Sunshine Laws and our two records laws, which are Colorado Criminal Justice Records Act and Colorado Open Records Act. Nobody's ever heard anything like this or seen anything like this. So I'm not sure the direction this is going. Ultimately, if I want to challenge the release of those records, that court transcript, which is an audio file, and I asked for the last 30 minutes of the audio in that courtroom on February 9th with that Judge Kimmel, still not getting it. And it's been over a month of a criminal investigation. There are some other theories as well that, of course, Sheridan doesn't want to have the public know what their judge is doing. So they're just using this, again, throwing shit to the wall to see what sticks, to see if I'm going to challenge it. So if I do want to challenge it, I have to go file in district court. And I either have to hire an attorney or be prepared to take on that case by myself. And that will become a full-time job. That means I have to stop everything I'm doing and come up with almost a $500 filing fee to challenge that. This is why they do these things, right? Because you either can't challenge it, don't know how, limited resources, whatever. In my case, it's kind of a combination of it all. Limited time, resources, and it's going to take me making sure that I don't fuck up a district court process, rules of procedure in the courtroom. Get your case thrown out like that because you missed one process rule. I don't ever pretend to be an attorney or that I am smart as or smarter than an attorney. Yeah, there's some pretty shitty ones out there. But it's just going to cost money. So they know that they're balancing the scale there with that. Oh, Regan's not going to challenge this. We'll just treat it as a Criminal Justice Record Act and we can hold it forever. They can. So, well, maybe not forever, but I have to go look at what the limits are on that. What the limits are for a criminal investigation. I don't know. It's probably a year, 2 years, could be longer, that they can hold that record under that law unless I challenge it, or under that citation. They're not really following the law. They're just citing the law that has the loophole to be able to do that. So that doesn't mean they're following the law. So gotta challenge it. Gotta use the courts, because we're the best justice system in the world. This is her, we call this her tube top. This is Slabby's halter top, and she shows a lot of boobie, right? It kind of falls down. She shows a lot of chest, huh? She's got her cute little bow on the back of it, and the pants go back. Oh, you slipped out of that. Oh, no, you didn't. Your leg's still in there. So the legs cover the back. Isn't it cute? It's the lightest one we have right now, so she's got a bare belly, so she's fine without any covering when it's probably about 80 to 85 or warmer. It's not going to be an 85-degree day. Slabby must get dressed. We get dressed every day. Some days we dress in layers. And we have fancy turtlenecks. We have fancy halter tops. Isn't she cute? Look at how good her coat is coming along. She's got a bunch of new growth. You can see the blonde hair back in here that's starting to grow around her neck. Yeah. She has come a long way, hasn't she? She does look better, doesn't she? She's got a very good, consistent diet. The biggest thing for her was the exercise, right? So regular walks, living with Peter in his van. Peter was disabled, right? So at best, he was good to her, but he had her on a leash, on a lead, and she could only go so far. So she just really wasn't getting proper exercise, and regular vet care, of course, and bathing and all of those kinds of things. He did the very best he could. Yes, he did. There's definitely some things he could have done a lot better at. So I'm not going to make any concessions for the arguments and the things Peter and I went through. That's for damn sure. But Slabby has come to live with us since October. And we love her. That's just it right there, Clinton. Socialization. We talk about that. The social with her peers. She needed peer socialization. She did need more adult social. She had a lot of human socialization out here. Make no mistake. But I'll say to her, "Want to go for a walk? You want to go to the park so we can socialize?" People aren't very friendly here in Denver. The dog walkers, everybody avoids each other, right? Because there's so much dog and human conflict, dog to dog conflict, blah, 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 blah. I get that to a point, but she gets so excited and she'll crouch down like a cat, like she's gonna pounce. She'll see a little Shih Tzu coming or something, and literally people will just beeline the other way to just avoid it. And it's just like, okay, well, we tried, Slabby. Let's go find somebody else, right? And even big dogs, she is way more aggressive towards the big dogs, right? She wants to tell everybody she's in charge. So that I, of course, avoid because that's the surest way to lose her whole face. So, but it's very rare. People will stop and socialize here in Denver. It's it's just an ugly place, you guys. This has become a place that overpopulated. Everybody's pissed off all the time. Our roads suck. It takes you an hour to go 3 miles. The quality of life here has diminished tremendously. And of course, it's all the homeless people's fault. It's all these homeless people. They're ruining life here, you know, where we're dependent on government for every single function in our life. Has nothing to do with government or how a city is operating. It's city government. It has to do with all these homeless people. Yeah. Our roads suck. All these Californians that brought all their authoritarian policies here, even though they claim to, you know, be so socially liberal. But let's do that with force. This state is ugly. It's just an ugly place. And the decline, you know, it really started probably a couple years before we did legalize weed. And that brought an influx to the state, you know, and with that came the rise in cost of everything. Our insurance, our car insurance is through the roof here. It's through the roof. Basic car insurance. And that's even if you have a good driving record. You know what I mean? If you got a bad driving record, you can't afford to drive. They want to eliminate cars, right, in the city and county of Denver. We got a slate of new candidates. All we want are bike lanes and scooters and all this stupid shit. Well, that's great. That's great, because when it snows 2 feet here and we have winters 6 months out of the year, that's perfect. That makes perfect sense. Nobody needs a damn car, and you need to be reliant on, you know, government-ran transportation that's wholly unreliable for every single person in the state of Colorado. Nobody takes public transportation serious anymore. You can't. It's not reliable. So RTD, Regional Transportation District, commonly known as Reason to Drive in the state of Colorado. I'm a native, so I've seen it all. I left for 4 years, but came back. Wasn't my choice to leave, so I still consider myself a native. Look, if they would just decriminalize weed, everything would be great. But legalizing it here and there and here and there, and Colorado being the first state to do that, unintended consequences, right? So it is what it is. The damage is done. So just decriminalize it. Hello? Decriminalize. That is why I voted no to legalize weed in Colorado. Because the second you legalize something, you give more power and money to... Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Who's going to be the winner of the chicken dinner? Who's got the answer? The second you legalize something, you give more money and power. Thank you. Liberty Blair wins the internet today. I was a no vote to legalize weed in Colorado. Not because I don't give a shit what you do with your body and your choices of what you consume. I think everybody should have that freedom. But look what happened. Look what happened. Government, and especially Denver, holy shit, you want to talk about a bank. Ta-da! And everybody now is going, oh my God, look at all this, all these homeless. What are we going to do? We got all this pot revenue. We got all this stuff. But the way we wrote the law, we just gave government all the money just to do what they wanted with. People had this, they were fooled by this little piece of language. Oh, we're going to give pot money to schools. Guess what? No, you're not. You're going to give pot money to schools to build new buildings. That's... Nobody reads what they vote for. Nobody reads. So it makes a lot of people wonder where it's going. It's going into the pockets of the people that work for government. Because we said legalize something and tax the shit out of it. I said I'm a libertarian. Even the libertarians. I argue with the libertarians. Yeah, but it's a start, Reagan. It's a start. You know, we're gonna get our message across about freedom. No, we're not. We're gonna give government more money to use more force on us. That's exactly what we did. The people, you know, people wanted their weed. They wanted their weed, even though they still had their weed. I'm sorry, but we're just not critical thinkers. We don't read. We don't think of unintended consequences. We don't say to ourselves, okay, what's this going to mean in 2 years? It's just stupid. Just stupid. And I don't even smoke weed. But I don't, you know, whatever your thing is. Don't use force on somebody. Don't get high and be a fuck up. Yes, I know. I don't need the lecture on weed making everybody kosher and cool and all that. I get it. So, at any rate, what do y'all think? Things are peaceful here. I seem to be the only human being out in the open here right now. And Slabby and I really probably should get in a really good walk today. Yeah, St. Patty's Day coming up on Friday, right? You like those nails? Thank you, guys. Look, it's the rainbow. It's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Happy St. Patrick's Day. There's the gold. Got these done last week. They're kind of chipping away, but the message is still there. And I love my little nail lady. And if you didn't all hear the story when I was talking about getting my nails done, my little gal, she's from Vietnam, right? I love my nail lady. They're hard workers. And she's good at what she does. And so I said to her, hey, let's do St. Patrick's Day. Okay, I'll give you a shamrock. And I said, no, let's do something, you know, more creative. I said, I need a rainbow and a pot of gold. She had no clue what the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow was about. She drew the rainbow, and then she skipped drawing the pot, and she just put some gold dots. And I said, no, hon, you gotta do the pot. And she's looking at me, so I pull up a picture on the internet, and I show her. I'm like, this is a pot of gold. This is what you find at the end of the rainbow. It's St. Patrick's Day. We talk about gold and giving treasures, and right. So I'm trying to educate her. It was the funniest thing in the nail salon, and she's so sweet. And so she got the pot of gold in there. Yeah. So anyway, Renee, hey, how are you? Thanks for popping in. I was just kind of wrapping up. We were I know, Raymond, I need to do Slabby's nails, but I got to make sure it's that dog paint. I don't want to put human fingernail polish on her. So, Renee, we were just here watching Denver. Anastasia Moore again. I was feeling uncomfortable what was going on here at this lot. You could go back and watch if you'd like. They ended up leaving. Everything's kosher. And we need trash cleanup here. There's no doubt about it. It was just another kind of disheartening situation. But we're okay now. Everybody's okay. No, we're in District 3, Shoe Clark. We're dealing with District 3 right now. And yes, by the way, they are after a bunch of campers over here again. So we'll see how that goes in the next few days. The reason for all this aggressiveness right now is we're right in the middle of a mayor election. Everyone's received their mail-in ballots. And, you know, Hancock wants to go out with a bang, show the world that he got this problem solved. You know, he told people, no, we're gonna solve this. Well, he's gonna solve it. He's trying to kill them, has been for quite some time. Yeah, it might snow. We know, shits and giggles, the weather's changing. That's what we were just talking about. It's not 70 degrees anymore. All this cloud cover moved in real quick. So the cool down begins. It was what, 72 at least an hour ago. So we're getting a storm tonight. It's going to start raining with some snow possibly. I hope it's just a quick spring storm. You don't ever know. You don't listen to the weather forecasts here anymore. You just kind of look at the prediction of moisture, because this could be a 2-foot storm. You don't know this time of year. March and April, holy smokes. What happened? How long have you been on? Hey, Gina, how you doing? I don't know. We've been here for a while. Cops were here. I was watching them. And this street enforcement team, they got kind of stupid with me, so I started a live stream. They'd already been standing around for probably close to a couple hours before I started filming them. Okay? So, showing use of resources. What are you here for? Leave. Anastasia Moore's arguing with me, telling me how everybody's great, everything's fine and peaceful. Then why the fuck are you here? Leave. So they left. That's not why they were here. They were here to use force. That's why the cops are here. To get people to do things by the threat of force. Duh. Yeah, March is the snowiest month. Hey, how about you volunteer to organize a cleanup or encourage those people to clean up after themselves? All right, buddy, you're it. Why don't you go ahead and get out here? You're new to my channel. You have no clue who I am, what I've done, and the things that we've accomplished over the years. We did do cleanups, and they were going great. We'd clean up, the city come pick up the trash. As soon as the city figured out that was working, we're not doing that anymore. So, welcome to my stream. But if you don't know what you're talking about, before you come in here and you start trying to heat shit up, you better know what you're talking about. Because if not, and you keep talking shit, you're out. What do you mean, Irish River, you can't even block someone? No, don't block this person yet. That's okay. And so, hey, some things. Look, I'm kind of loose on giving my mods some control in these chats on when things get out of hand and things you shouldn't say. And if you are threatening violence in any way, shape, or form, you're gone. You're blocked. Okay? We're not using violence here, and that means against the cops as well. Okay? I don't condone it. It's not where we're not having those conversations. Just don't do it. Okay? You're gone. If you talk shit about my people out here, you're gone. So you're treading that thin ice there with your conversation, with your popping in about why don't you get out there and do some trash cleanup. Okay? So that's fine. You'll get educated. If you can't accept that education and have a productive conversation and want to continue to talk shit, you're out. Okay? If you guys are fighting in here amongst each other and you're having like some dick measuring contests, you know what? Take it out of here. Okay? If you can't solve it in a few lines and be done and say your piece and move on, take it out, or you're gonna get warned by the mods. If you don't knock it off, you guys, come on. Shits and giggles. I like horses. That's an acceptable comment. We can work with that. So Amanda, we're sorry to those of you whose comments we can't show. I'm not sure what's going on with that. We'll talk about that. People like to accuse mods of things, right? So let's be conscientious about that, of things that didn't happen, right? They put their comment in and then, delete it. So don't play that Don't play their game. We got an issue today? All across YouTube? Is that, we got a technical issue? Yeah, if somebody needs to know my email address, it is in the About section of the channel. It's simply Regan at helpinghandsfordignity.org, R-E-G-A-N at helpinghands, hands is plural, fordignity.org. And it's all spelled out. And yeah, if you send me stupid emails, I'm going to block you. You're not going to get attention from me. So, you know, whatever you think you need to do. You can't hide or show comments. Okay. YouTube plays its own chat games. All right, well. YouTube is glitching. There's no mod control today. Oh, okay. All right, well, that's good to know. Thank you, Clinton. And whoever put this $10 super chat in here today, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. Ghoul Lord, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you, David. Ed, what's happening? Good to see you. Farmer Red, thank you. Appreciate it. Or block. All right, Amanda, good to know. Well, we'll just have to roll with it, right? Marco, yeah, of course. Well, today we didn't do a lot, but some people just need a little bit of support, and that's what it's about. Well, let me clarify what sending me a stupid email means. You stupid bleep bunt bitch butt cunt, you're a fucking worthless yeah. Sorry, I can't quite give you the attention you need today because you can't get out of your mom's basement because she didn't make you some mac and cheese. But I'm not your go-to today for your emotional support. And I can't respond to you guys. Listen, you gotta understand. Some of you, you know, that send me a lot of information, things to review, videos to watch. Look, that stuff takes time, and I don't always have all that time. Okay, so please don't take it personal. I'm not trying to pick and choose favorites of people that I respond to or talk to. It's what I have time to do at the moment and absorb and verify, study, whatever it requires. There's just a lot going on. And I said I was going to take a break, and what did I do? I took on more. Ugh. Smack and cheese. Smack and cheese from Mama's Basement, getting on YouTube, trolling all these accounts, taking all these people's intellectual property, things they say and do, and I'm going to make money off of that because I'm creative. And the chicks dig me. Yeah. Well, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. I will always do me. And, you can take me or leave me. Everybody has choices. I think I do good work. And I have a lot of support from a lot of people out there. And I am very grateful and appreciative for each and every one of you. You might not always agree with me. And for those of you, that have something to say about what I do, with your money, that's cool. We can talk through that. Absolutely. But if you're not a contributor, and you are a contributor by watching this channel, every penny earned from this channel goes directly to the nonprofit, okay? So you're all a partner in this process. But if you're here to watch, to disparage, you're part of the problem. Just know that. We're doing well. Regan for president, never gonna happen. I ain't ever gonna run for office. Thank you, Amanda. Very much appreciated. We're well. Slavy's beautiful. She's growing in a great coat. So we better be on our way and go have us a walk and take care of a couple other things today. It's getting late in the day and the day's almost over. So, sorry, DMA. No big thing. You can go back and watch. Cops left. All right, you guys, take care. Thank you very much. Sabi, say goodbye. Bye-bye.